We have a rectangular garden. Has a length that is 4 feet longer than its width. If the area is 96 square feet, what is the width? Well, remember the area of a rectangle is length times width. That's the formula for area of a rectangle. Now we have the area, 96. That's my Roomba. Now the length is 4 feet longer than the width, so we could take the length and write that as W plus 4. And then bring down this W. So the length is 4 more than the width. I wrote that as an algebraic expression right here. Alright, so the W I'm looking for would be the W that solves this equation. Now we have parentheses. We can get rid of the parentheses by distributing the W. We get W squared plus 4W. That tells you it's quadratic. There's different ways of solving quadratic equations. I would suggest getting one side to 0 by subtracting 96 on both sides. We get W squared plus 4W minus 96. You can use the quadratic formula, or you can check and see if it's factorable. We would need two numbers that multiply to negative 96, but add to 4. If we can find those two numbers, then what we can do is factor it into two binomials. And it's a negative 96 here. So one number's got to be positive, one number's got to be negative, and they need to add to 4. If you think about it and write down the possibilities, you should come up with 12 and negative 8. 12 times negative 8 is negative 96, and 12 plus a negative 8 will give you a positive 4. So this is going to factor into W plus 12, W minus 8. Now you have two factors multiplying to be 0. One of them or both of them have to be 0. So W plus 12 has to equal 0. Or W minus 8 has to equal 0. Or they can both be 0. Solving for W here, we subtract 12 on both sides here. We get negative 12. Here, add 8 on both sides. And we get 8. So we found two W's that solve the situation. Now remember, W is a width. It's a distance. Distance can't be negative. So we're going to throw this one away. We can't have a negative distance. So our width, our answer for this problem is going to be 8 feet. Don't forget the units.